Good morning, folks. This is Desert Survivalist back at you with another video. Today I'm just kind of doing a review of some of the multi-tools I have and some of the knives I have. Did a blog post about the multi-tools. Plan on doing one about the knives, so stay tuned for that. Just wanted to demonstrate what I got here and show some improvements I'd like to do. This what we're looking at right here is my current multi-tool, my Winchester. Got this at Walmart for about 10 bucks. It's not the best multi-tool I've ever seen. It's got knives, saws, some screwdrivers, pliers, wire cutters, and you can see there's rulers right there, sorta. It's pretty cheap. I don't have money to spend right this second on really expensive multi-tools like Leatherman's or something. I do plan on acquiring one of those, but for right now this is what I got. It's also got some screwdriver bits it comes with. It fits on one of the screwdrivers in this handle. This top bit slides over and then you can put these smaller ones into it. So that's what I've got right now. For my main multi-tool. Now I've got some other supplemental tools I carry in some of my kits. This is just a Swiss Army style knife. It's not an actual Swiss Army one. It's got a corkscrew, screwdriver blades, a couple pretty decent saws, and such, and it's got a big pair of scissors as well in there, and a corkscrew. This is just kind of a backup knife. I carry my EDC with my multi-tool. This is just one of those standard, $2 or $1 Swiss Army style knives everybody sells. It's got a file, a knife, and some scissors. I just carry this in my fishing kit to cut line and so forth if I need to. Don't ever rely on those for any sort of heavy lifting, so to speak. This is another neat little thing. I got this from somewhere. It's got a nice belt clip case. Basically it's a little bit set. The driver goes into a hole here in the kit, and you just kind of use it like that to screw stuff into. I keep this in my bug out bag just for small stuff that I might need a bit set for. If they could improve this concept to maybe a more extensive set of bits and maybe a longer one of these, I'd buy more of those, but the problem is I don't remember where I got that. So, but if you ever find one of those are great little tools. Moving on to some knives here. I've got this little guy I just picked up for sharpening your knives. Always go with a good knife sharpener. Gerber makes pretty good ones. This is just kind of a smaller and expensive one. If you can find the actual stones with like oil, those are good. I know Lansky makes some very good sharpeners. Pick some of those up if you could, or if you can find them. Right now that's what I've been using. These are my two main knives here. I've got a Winchester, which is older, and I've got this Browning, which is pretty much the one I carry now. Both decently sharp. I use my knives quite frequently for any variety of things. But these, I would say for an ideal survival kit, these are decent backup knives, probably. I don't have a knife in so more or less the big category, like a K-bar or anything. I am looking at getting one, but don't have one right now. That's kind of the size knife I would prefer to be carrying. These pocket knives aren't going to really cut through any thick rope or cut through seat belts or anything like that. They're just kind of for general use. So I am working on getting a big sheath knife. Some of the Gerber, the Bear Grylls stuff is pretty good, so I'm looking at some of those as well. And this just to show you, this is another multi-tool. I used to have one like this and I lost it. on a backpacking trip. This is somebody else's of the same type. This was just, I don't even know if Gerber even makes these anymore. This, about 10 years ago I got these. It's pretty basic. It's got a knife, file, screwdrivers, blade, and it's got a couple other things stacked up there, like a flat screwdriver and a bottle opener. And your pliers. These are always good little tools. I think this one was like about 20 bucks or so. If you can find one of these that's in good condition, still used or something, just buy it, because it's a good basic multi-tool. Comes with a nice leather case, although this one's been pretty beat up too. As far as multi-tools, if you're going with a multi-tool, go with a good one. Because of my finances, I've been having to buy lower end stuff and then gradually convert up. But if you got the money, start out with a good multi-tool. Leatherman, Gerber, or SOG are pretty much the three brands I recommend. Leatherman's probably the premier brand, but either of the other two will work. Just make sure you've got a good knife, a good saw, good screwdriver. If you can find one with more rounded pliers, these needle nose are great, but for some things they just don't work. If you can find one with more rounded pliers, that's usually good. Find one with good rivets, because these rivets that hold the tools in will always wear out on the lesser multi-tools, and basically you'll be holding it like this and all your tools will just fall out instead of being held inside the handle. Also, I'd advise getting one without one of these stupid springs in it, because it's really just annoying with those swinging open and you having to try and get it with your hand every time you want to go use it. Like this one doesn't have one, it just stays shut. Some of the Leathermans have, like, on the wire cutters, they have those little blades are replaceable. Try and get that if you can, because that way you'll be able to keep your wire cutter sharp. I would really suggest going with one of these multi-tools as opposed to a Swiss Army knife, just because you never know when you're going to need pliers or something, and these little Swiss Army knives don't always cut the mustard. And that's about all I got. I do have a blog post up on the multi-tools, so if you want to go check that out, go cruise on over to www.desertsurvivalist.wordpress.com and check it out. Thanks guys, have a great day.